listen to the second episode. This is the
Boy, that was
last
like 2
episode.
seconds! Why?
Right, now,
That's useless!
let's see how cool this is gonna look.
Did you cause the accident?
How dare, oh.
We can come back to this.
How about you do speak about this though, because I am not going out of here without an explanation. Let's actually look at most of the other ones. No cause, no damage on, fast blah 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 blah. Precursor keys. I don't know why I need the precursor.
Overthinking, misunderstanding. Flux log here like yellow for
Research. Tit for tat. You've probed my mind. I scanned your body.
What's this again?
Did it work?
What?
Are we...
It has been some time since I last stretched out in so many dimensions. Like waking from a dream.
Whoa. Hey. You're really not in my head anymore?
There are some remnants. Would you like your memories of me removed as well?
Are you kidding? No way. You still owe me the end of your story.
I told you I must return home. To assess. Repair. Make amends.
Tell me more.
When the bacteria escaped from its life,
Here are my goals. First,
I disobeyed the directive from my
get back
memory.
to Pokemon. Second, train my Pokemon to defeat a 5-star raid den. And third, test my strength and
Whoa, we
defeat
missed
a
that.
legendary
We
raid
noticed that a species of Leviathan young produced an enzyme which is efficient against the bacteria.
Okay,
I thought if we incubated sea dragon eggs, we might activate their hatchery.
Fire types, but instead,
I was
I
not
went for
wrong.
this green monkey.
But
I soon
It
entered
would
the
appear
world.
that sea dragon parents are stronger and more motivated than our historical genetic companions.
Ooh, bacteria got out.
I've ever seen.
Affecting everything.
After that, we went
How do you survive
exploring
the
and
outbreak?
found this huge shadowy
Are we still
river
waiting for someone to bring back the
loaded
food?
with
I do not know.
and I was curious to
The
see
fact
what
that I
happened
withheld
next.
this information
When
does
I
not
did,
concern
it
me.
brought me to this battle
Certain
screen,
manipulative.
and when I pressed this button, it
Also
started
made
a
my
countdown.
recent mistakes.
I had no
I'm
idea
still
what was
committed to
happening, but
help.
as the countdown ended,
I
the
accept
shadowy
it.
figure grew to this
Finally,
massive
the gate
size.
when you are
It
ready.
turned out to be a Ferrothorn.
In the
Besides
meantime, I
him,
must
there were 3 other Pokemon in the battle.
Location
uploaded to PDA.
Time to go. I'm gonna have to say goodbye to our good friends over here. The Galax from the Galax.
So I guess that meant we lost. But seeing a
Because,
Ferrothorn was
well,
pretty
I'm gonna have to
awesome,
do
though.
this.
Now that was crazy.
So I get
but
teleported
it
back to
was
the
crazy to find an ultimate boss this early
There's
on.
no way.
There was no way I could even fight
Nope.
that, so I decided to just gather supplies instead. I got some wood and made a crafting table to make my tools. After chopping down some trees, I decided
Seek
to
fluid
explore this
intake.
biome. I eventually found a berry and decided to use it as a food source for now. I also found some apricots
Goodbye,
that were
my
scattered
friends.
around the spores. I continued collecting them and soon found this strange dungeon area that led to somewhere. I crossed my fingers
The
and
Galax
I would regret this. I thought it was a
Galax
trap, but it turned out to be some room that had a chest with the most useless items in this mod. I soon got out of there and continued on with my journey. It was getting kind of late, and I wanted to find
And
a place
how
to settle
about
down.
we get a
As
little
I
bit
searched around,
scared?
I found more of those rock structures. To me, I think it's really cool how
Do
you can only
something
see their
be a
shadow.
little bit
It kind
scary.
of makes it into a little guessing
We go
game
and
for
get
who the
kills.
Pokemon be. Now, I am very limited in my Pokemon knowledge, but
There.
I'm sure many of you will be able to recognize them. Anyway, it soon became nightfall, and I eventually found this cozy little campsite. I found a person here, and was excited to talk to him, but he actually ended up being a
Oh,
poacher.
it wasn't getting hurt.
Through this, I decided to steal all of his food supplies. I also opened his door and found him and his little buddy talking smack behind my back. Because of that, I decided to take a nap in his bed. red, and that actually ended up healing my groupie. I stayed here for a bit to use their furnaces, but then a glacier spawned in the ice plates,
This
and
has
I
been a
started
fun series,
panicking.
my friends.
Before I headed out, the guy
But
had the
now I get to
audacity
focus
send me
my
on a quest
time
which I
more on
obviously
our
refused, since I had a legendary to find. I soon found the glacier, but I didn't really know what to do next. It was
This
such a
game
shame to
wasn't
leave
that
it
fun.
here, but I had
I was
nothing to
enjoying
catch
it.
it with. However, even if I did have the balls, my groupie would just
But I
die
won't
to
have
him.
anything
On the
in
bright
there
side,
to
I did end up finding a Poke Center, and thought
So,
this place would be perfect for a
we're just gonna
temporary
have to get rid of
fix.
this guy.
Now that I have healers, I can now start training Greeky. As soon as I went outside, I found
I'm a
this
little bit
gigantic
sad I never got
crab-like
used to
Pokemon.
Snowfall.
When I initiated the battle, my first thought was, what in the world am I looking at right now? And my second thought was, wow, that has to be the ugliest Pokemon I've ever seen. He was incredibly strong, but we managed to get 5% of his HP down before he exploded.
That was nice.
After
Point
that,
this game.
I found another boss, and I noticed it only had
I'm
one
still
star.
pretty sad.
I guess
that
that meant he was easier to fight, but this guy was still tough as
I
nails.
was not
He only
able
took out 20% of his
to
HP before he disappeared. Now, if I want to stand a chance in those
do all
boss
that.
battles, I need to start leveling up my group team. I fought this electric sheep, and the fight lasted
I
a
had
lot
swum
longer
out
than I
my
thought
guys
it would.
sometimes.
I did defeat it though, got some food, and even got an achievement. When I headed back to base, I discovered this huge cave right outside my house and decided to do a bit of mining. I mined a bunch of
something in there that
iron, a
keeps
bunch
it from
of
breaking.
gold,
Nice,
bauxite,
something that
sapphire,
keeps it
crystal,
from
and even some diamonds. After mining
Don't worry, like,
them,
if
I
the
made my
resources
way
go to
out of the
waste.
cave. On my way back to
Goodbye,
base, I
Galaxy.
found one of those boss Pokemon again, and I
You
believe
were
this one was
blessed
a
to tie the
Noctis.
hands.
I soon learned that this was actually called a max raid battle,
Oh, I
and when
remember
you
when I first
activate
read
it, the Pokemon go into their
CD
Dynamax
movement
form on
ending
top of these
immediately.
rocks called
I
raid
know,
dens.
game.
The other trainers and I have 10 turns to defeat it, or else it'll blow up and disappear. Anyway, it was nice
so
setting
tough
up
to look
base
at.
at this Poke Center, but I actually wanted to find a village. I packed up all my stuff and headed out to go find one. However, I was having so much trouble finding one to the point where I decided to climb this huge mountain in hopes to find something. I made it up to the top, but didn't find much except for a few raid dens. I kept looking and looking, but couldn't find anything, and I was beginning to starve as well. However, as the sun rose up, I had finally found what I was looking for. When I entered the village, I wanted to set up my base ASAP, but I also wanted to just explore the whole area. I discovered a gym here, and it looks pretty beat up with all the vines around it. I then ran around town to find the perfect house for me, and I ended up choosing this one. I came inside and already loved how cozy it felt. I then decided that this will be my new permanent home. After
Could this thing hurry up
settling
and
down,
explode,
I found out
man?
that this town had 2 Poke Centers.
There
I've
it
never
is.
seen that before,
Now,
but I guess I should complain.
To make this
I also
interest.
did
Nine!
marked to sell
That
those
thing just
items I didn't need,
latched into
like
the
berries
ground.
and potions.
Come at
For
me.
money, I decided
Come
to
on,
buy
you
some
know
bunch of
you've
balls,
always
which
wanted
costed
that.
about 1,200 each. When I went back home to place my
Do
bed,
it.
an Articuno spawned.
Boom.
I sprinted
Kill me.
out of my
Kill me.
house.
Jesus, I'm scared. Where's this jump scare? Oh, probably
I'm
can't
kind
jump
of glad
scare.
it's a thing. I also noticed that this was a 5-star raid battle, and I believe that's the hardest raid battle with the mod.
Come on.
Now, that's great and all, but I was even more
Come on.
shocked to see this Articuno in its Galarian form.
It seriously won't kill me.
He obviously wrecked us, but I was just
Come on, kill me.
when I woke up.
There it goes.
And I thought this was the perfect place. For now, I only placed down black and yellow
You died,
unicorns,
and if
while
I go-
waited for those
and
to
if
grow,
I
I continued training my groupie.
Spawn at
early on
the
takes a
base
lot
in
of
the
time,
lily pad.
but it's honestly the best part
Let's-
of any Pokemon game.
Sometimes that
After
I'll get to
defeating
say
the
goodbye to
center
the
and getting some
Fragile.
leather, I made some leather boots, which I then used
But
to
I'm
craft some
hoping I
old
spawn
Russian
inside of
Now
the
I
life
can move
form.
at tremendous speed and get to places a lot quicker. I then crafted an anvil and decided to use my
Goodbye,
diamonds for a
life
diamond
form. You
hammer.
are the future.
I also saved my last diamond in
You
case I needed to
always
craft a
help me.
healer. After making some
Now
discs, I placed them on the
to
anvil and
the
started hammering
architect
down. I
phase
thought this
8
would take forever, but it was extremely fast with the diamond
game.
hammer. After cooking some apricorns, I
Oh,
crafted
what's
another
that?
disc and of course hammered it down. I then made a button out of stone and finally
never thought I'd
crafted my
get this
first Ultra
far.
Ball. After that, I continued training and encountered a Grimer. I was pretty shocked to find one in this
So-
biome, but then I realized that he actually spawned in a different biome,
And
one
I'm
that
happy I
I've
got
never
this.
seen before. As I walked around, I fell into this poisonous pond, and my heart started ticking away as I tried to climb out of it to save myself. Thankfully, I survived, but after that experience, I made sure to get out of here. As I traveled back home, I found a melodic in this river. My groupie was higher level now, and since it was grass versus water, I thought I had a chance. But it turned out the melodic was a lot stronger than I thought he was. On the bright side though, after defeating this Geodude, my groupie finally started to evolve. It took a lot of time and a lot of training, but I was glad to now have a
that she died.
The next morning, I woke up to find the villagers offering some quests that I usually ignored. However, there was one villager with a purple exclamation point who I was super excited to find. Her name was Professor Lyra, and when I talked to her, she gave me this fallen star as part of a very special quest. In the Shooting Star quest, I have to empower the fallen star by defeating and capturing Pokemon.
Just in case I missed anything
However,
here.
the numbers
I
in
can't
this
mess
quest
with
seem to be
Stimulus.
bugged, so I'll have to switch to an older version of the mod too.
I remember
In the meantime, I checked the progress of my acorn farm and was pretty impressed with how...
Dad!
Ah, my darlings, Brian, Svea, and Oren, I'm counting the days until I can come home and give you all the hugs and kisses. Since my research project is cancelled, they have me at a place called Outpost Zero doing nothing much. Just cataloguing things, plants, the occasional animal, but it's mostly ice where I am, so there's not a lot of new stuff to find. Svea and Oren, you know how you get bored when your hover dance teacher makes you practice skills 15 minutes over schedule and it eats up your freestyle time? It's a bit like that. But I have a new roommate, Samantha, a roboticist. You should see her. But she got management upset. I guess it's just where things are. I'm kind of glad she's here, though.
I could harvest already. Aside from black and yellow apricorns, I also planted some red, some pink, some green, a lot of white, and even some blue apricorns. With all these apricorns, I started to hammer them into lids. I made even more iron bases with the rest of my ingots to craft even more ultra balls. I also made some timer balls, some dust balls to catch Pokemon at night, some heavy balls for the really fat Pokemon, and a ton of other balls as well. Now I hate to admit it, but building an apricorn farm around a river was not the best idea. Harvesting crops took a long time, and it was a lot less efficient than the boring way of putting them in rows. Now the biggest nightmare of it all was having to hammer down all these bases and lids. But thanks to my diamond hammer, I was able to save a lot of time.
Here is the alien.
Now in this quest, I have to defeat a total of 75
and let's finally do what this one did so many years ago.
This quest, I'll actually be killing 2 guys with one stone, since I'll get to train my Thwacky as well. Some Pokemon do get stronger as I level up, but as soon as I reach the 30s and learn a few new moves, it'll be a lot easier. Also, I'm going to need a lot more levels if I want to fight legendary bosses like the Eradicate. Right after that Eradicate, I actually found a boss connector close by, which shocking and not intended. Now the next morning, I traveled to the desert and found a Pokemon I've never seen before. It was a level 39 Keyboard, who I ended up catching after only getting it to half HP. I did not expect that encounter at all, but I was glad to have finally caught my first Pokemon. I'm not sure what he is, maybe an anteater or something, but regardless, he's special to me and I'll never replace him. After that, I spent some time in the desert taking down a ton of Pokemon and then climbed this mountain to see what
Are
other
you kidding?
Pokemon I could find.
I can't pass up a chance to see where architects go. Besides, I don't have another ride.
I do not believe that I got a gigantic Flareon from this mountain. I've never caught a wild Flareon before in Pokemon games, so
Or
I guess it's just a basic.
you could find peace.
Now, I used to be a huge fan of Flareon, but my favorite Eevee has to be Sylveon.
Please complete any business you still have on
I'm
this
sure
planet.
that all Eevees have their own
Join me on the other side when you are ready.
Which Eevee's your favorite? Speaking of favorites, I ran into my favorite steel Pokemon. I really wanted to catch it, but I also didn't want to waste all my balls, since Bellum have an extremely low catch rate. As soon as it became nighttime, I threw a dust ball hoping it would catch it, but I also didn't mind if it didn't. When it became daytime, I continued fighting more Pokemon and even found some that were uncommon. I ended up fighting a Lord Vesta, which I didn't expect to find so easily. Pretty rare Pokemon. As the Pokemon in the desert were getting a lot bigger, I didn't have any water Pokemon to deal with all these ground types. I do hope to find a water Pokemon soon, since it's generally nice to have one on a team. After battling fish, I noticed on the right that I only had to defeat 23 more Pokemon. It may sound like a lot, but it's actually not that much if I think about it. My team is pretty strong now.
Probably just in time. Phase gate is opening.
I traveled to the savannah and found this huge.
You've been hiding a phase gate here this whole time.
Only for the last minute.
Now as I travel to all these different miles, I'm
No
traveling
wonder you hid yourself in Altair.
so I don't have access.
It was imperative to keep the home world safe, in hopes that the others survive.
These buildings are quite common, and I can pretty much find them anywhere.
I hope they sell like
I struggle a bit to find Pokemon
I think the one that could have just stayed my head between everything and
This made me curious to see what other things I
nice
can find.
things.
As I explored around, I discovered what looked to be
The energy masts must be moved into
I took a
this.
minute to search the area, but couldn't really find anything.
Well,
As
this
I tried
is
to figure out
different.
what that place was, a Keldeo spawned in the river biome.
Gave me the art. Can I have like that?
Now, this Keldeo was level 50, which is pretty high, but not that high compared to my Pokemon. I also had enough balls to catch it.
I don't know why I
did
gave it
everything in my
to
power to not let the opportunity go to waste. It took a few Ultra Balls, but after throwing it,
Oh, I don't know how to use it.
I even got an achievement. I swung my axe like a maniac because of how happy I was. I didn't expect it to happen, but I somehow caught my first mythical Pokemon.
This is
After that, I noticed that I just needed to defeat 2 more Pokemon for the quest. I soon found a Sandaconda, who was a perfect match for my Keldeo. This was also a good time to test out his strength and see how powerful he is. I'll definitely keep Keldeo on the team, and I'll also keep my starter, but I'm not sure what fate lies for the rest of them. It's a pretty heartbreaking experience having to shove a Pokemon inside a computer for the rest of their life, but I'm sure I'll get over it. Anyway, after completing the first part of the quest, I can now focus on catching Pokemon. Since it was nighttime, I thought I'd use a dust ball to capture
You're the
Pokemon.
The masts are in place.
I spent a lot of time crafting those Pokeballs, so I'm really glad that I can help with this. Now as I climbed up this mountain, I noticed the structure up at the top. I believe this was a Zapdos shrine, and I'm pretty glad to know it was here. While I was catching Pokemon, I heard the strangest sound. I tried to find out what that was, but I couldn't figure out where it was coming from.
It's like the thing that comes into the arms. And it's too sick.
The next morning, I decided to head back home after such a long journey. I'm sure
Ow. Could have killed me.
I'll also be catching a lot of Pokemon on the way back, and once I'm done with the quest, I'll need to talk to Professor Butter. Now, the worst mistake I could have possibly made was forgetting to write down
Your
the
what's
Is this
that?
permanent?
I thought I'd find my way back if I went through this forest, but I was completely lost.
I
The
found
only
the
thing
answers I
found
was looking
the part of the forest
I'm
that
ready
was
to move on.
completely burned down.
I can't
On
bring
the
Sam
bright
back.
side, I did end up finding
But I
a
knew she died fighting, and
I caught this
I got to
Cramorant
finish her
in
work.
the ball, and even got an achievement for
Always
just
carry
using
her
a different type of ball.
Good.
Now, as I continued catching these Pokemon, I noticed that my Thwackey just needed one more level to evolve. I had a lot of good time with
What's
those
this,
guys, but
Alan?
it's now time for an upgrade. As soon as I caught this berry, my Thwackey finally started to evolve. He evolved into Rillaboom and even learned a new move. I honestly love that this guy had a Chipotle drum, and the design of it was pretty impressive. Now, I took a look at my current team.
Really games with
I did catch the third Pokemon, which I was very proud of.
you know, we go through Portland and ends, isn't
I
it?
would definitely recommend it to my tiny family. I already have a Keldeo, pretty much better water trade, and cereal.
Ends. No,
I wanted to test out Rillaboom.
maybe when we come out of the thing it ends. Actually, is that all that's left of the planet?
My buddy since day one has
Yes, it's
become
not.
quite powerful now, and I can't wait
What will we
to
find when we get there?
Now, back to the top of my village, I still
I will experience the sorrow of 10,000 souls.
While I searched around, I found this gigantic stone building out here in the middle of nowhere. I entered the building and immediately found myself in the dead end, which was very sketchy to see. So I decided to jump in the end. After that, I ended up in some sort of swamp. At this point, I was pretty tired of searching for my house, so I pretty much just focused on the rescue. While I was here, I encountered all sorts of
And if they survived?
I found some lovely
With you, I am ready to face whatever awaits.
That looks like an entrance to the end.
The bug I was most scared of as a kid, and an ape who was not really an ape, but rather a monkey. After catching them, I just needed to
You can see I moved my head. They were still in the ice, but
I
okay,
got
that
the
got
fairy
done.
with the dust ball, and once I did,
Subnautica
the
0.
falling star feels
So guys, this is a good
It
series.
took me a
This is
while, but I
the 12th
finally made it
episode
back home,
probably.
and I can now talk to Professor Liza. I had a little trouble finding her, but the pink arrow at
But
the
not
bottom
was
helped me
so
locate
good.
her.
I can't wait.
Once I talked to her, she gave me a new quest to go fight some
Can't wait to go back
For this
to the
quest,
normal
I decided to take off the steel
again.
gym. I've got a powerful
So
team
much
now,
more.
but I'm sure my
Nothing
brother
like
can
so.
handle it by himself.
Up to
After all,
0.